What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt Taville with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Talk Sports. Get this. Talk Sports, Simon Jordan, Spencer Oliver, and company claim that Oleksandr Usyk looked fragile in his last fight, thus giving him or giving Tyson the advantage over him because of that. And let me counterpunch. The fragile comment, I think, was because of the low blow, which was controversial, which was a tug of war in between opinions on, was it low? Was it legal? And we talked about that for at least 2 months. Too long. Right? But based on that, for the ones that think it was legal, Oleksandr Usyk stayed on the ground 3 minutes and 46 seconds. Okay? That's a long time. But it's also a standard. You get the standard 5 minutes if you were low blowed or fouled. And a lot of people encourage that fighter to take the 5 minutes because, for one, the clock stops. For two, it gives the fighter opportunity to recover from the injury. You know what I mean? And give him a better chance, or her, a better chance of, coming back and rallying after that. Not retaliating, but rallying, and it's just a standard suggestion to any team or any corner would suggest. Okay, it puts me in the mind of Felix Trinidad, actually. He low blowed Fernando Vargas. And they were telling Fernando to take the 5 minutes. And now looking back at it, I believe Fernando wishes he would have taken the 5 minutes by the way he was caught with left uppercut to the ball sack by Felix Trinidad. But anyway, back to Oleksandr Usyk, okay? Oleksandr Usyk looking fragile. Did he look fragile, though? Fragile, I don't think is the right word. I don't think that's the right type of vernacular I would use, simply because that was because look, that punch, that area he got punched is a sensitive area. You know what I mean? Anywhere around that area is sensitive. You know what I mean? You have your root and stem, then you have your prostate area, which all of that, okay? Everywhere where that cup is, it's sensitive. Okay, there's no muscles there. Okay? And those and of course, when you get hit in that area, you're going to respond accordingly. It's just that Usyk responded in a way that comes off that he can't take body shots if you believe that it was a legal shot. You know what I mean? Based on the way he sit there and he was shaking and, and stuff like that. And it comes to the mind, I think Tyson Fury will give him one of those shots, maybe to slow him down. But after he got up against Dubois, people, he got up pissed. And he got up very active. And see, had that fight lasted, if Dubois wouldn't have quit, he would have beat the shit out of Dubois. Because Dubois was going to the body and he was taking those body shots. But what also was he doing? He was also countering upstairs on Dubois and making Dubois pay for going downstairs or going back downstairs. Okay? That's ultimately how he got the knockout or the stoppage or the quittage, because Oleksandr Usyk was really starting to put these combinations together. That's something that he's good at doing, because the last championship rounds, that's what he starts doing. Okay, and it was getting near that mark, okay, of the championships rounds, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, Dubois quit in the 9th. So that tells you that 10, 11, and 12 was going to be brutal for Dubois. It's Dubois, right? So, I think, if anything, he didn't look fragile, vulnerable. I think this is what I believe in my outlook on Oleksandr Usyk. Oleksandr Usyk is a fighter that's aging. He's a fighter that's aging. You can tell how his body is, from 3-4 years ago, believe it or not. 3 years ago, he fought Anthony Joshua. 2 years ago, he fought Anthony Joshua. Last year, he fought Daniel Dubois. Okay, so Yeah, and he looked different each and every fight. Okay, and now he still looks like he's an aging fighter. Still good, still talented, still challenging, but is he that same guy that beat Joshua in 2021? No. Because he wasn't even the same from 21 to 22. So I don't know about vulnerable. I know he's definitely changing. But if we're only basing that fight off of Dubois, Dubois is a hard hitting guy and he can thump. Okay. Ask Jarrell, Big Baby Miller. Okay. Anthony Joshua can thump. Ask Francis Ngannou. Okay. These guys can punch. And a lot of them are known to be heavier punchers than Tyson Fury. So they're talking about the physicality of what he could do. I mean, it would have to be rough tactics. The leaning and the arm locks and and the holding and, what I mean? The hitting and holding and, those type of things, would have to be placed in play in order for that to happen. But him calling him fragile, maybe a bit vulnerable for the people that thought that was a legal punch. But fragile, I think, is a very overrated and overused word. Very extreme in this situation, talking about Oleksandr Usyk. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Simon Jordan and company stating that Oleksandr Usyk looked fragile against Daniel Dubois. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!